What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I've got some football focus. I'm coming at you guys in the midst of a very busy schedule, a bunch of medical stuff going on, bunch of work stuff going on, finishing a book, getting ready to officiate a wedding. It's been busy. Rehearsal was last night, caught the draft when I got home, got a few hours of sleep. The wedding is today. Recording this video just before the wedding, but I'm sitting here Saturday morning as day 3 of the draft is starting. I wanted to bring you guys my review of Pittsburgh's round 3 pick. So obviously in round 1 we got Derek Harmon out of Oregon. Didn't have a round 2 pick, didn't trade Pickens, didn't trade back up or anything like that. So Pittsburgh stayed put at pick number 83 in the 3rd round, and Pittsburgh stayed the course once again. I commended them big time in round 1 for picking up Derek Harmon instead of going for a quarterback when they could have. Quarterbacks were on the board, and Pittsburgh stayed with their biggest need. They did the same thing here in round 3 because Shedeur Sanders left day 2, still undrafted. He's still out there right now. As of this recording, I haven't seen the start of day 3 yet, but Shedeur Sanders, as of last night, was not picked at all. Jalen Milroe, at the time of our pick, was still out there. He got picked later, but he was still out there at that time. Quinn Ewers still out there. Howard still out there. A lot of quarterbacks out there not going for a reason, might I add. I'm glad that teams are showing more resolve, unlike they did in 2022 when Pittsburgh jumped for Kenny Pickett and all the guys that got picked were busts pretty much. But Pittsburgh stayed the course. They did not go quarterback. They did not make a rash decision. They got their second biggest need. They got their 1A, 1B running back, Kaleb Johnson from Iowa. I love this guy. He was ranked overall as my 3rd best running back in this class, and I had a high 2nd round grade on him. I thought he was going to go somewhere in like the 36, 37, 38 pick. To get him in the middle of round 3 at pick 83 is an absolute steal. This guy is a monster. I've seen some comps to Najee Harris here. I don't really see that, to be honest with you, but I love this guy overall. We needed someone to fill in there. Obviously, we did pick up Kenneth Gainwell from Philadelphia. He's a good change of pace kind of pass-catching back. Underrated guy for his size, good pass catcher, but we didn't really have the clear number 1/number 2 running back along with Jaylen Warren, because God forbid if Jaylen Warren gets hurt, or if Jaylen Warren has to be the only guy, I don't think he can be the one franchise every down back kind of guy. So you need somebody else in there to spell carries, change of pace, and be the guy if Warren gets hurt. I think Kaleb Johnson is that guy. I love this pick just as much, if not more, than the Harmon pick. We have now filled our 2 biggest needs, our 2 next year starters. If we have to have Mason Rudolph at quarterback starting next year, we can make it happen. If we have the cornerbacks we have with Slay and Porter starting next year, we got them. We got the guys we need, but we needed a D tackle and we needed a second running back, and we have those things now. Kaleb Johnson, here's his stats real quick from Iowa. He was 3 seasons total at Iowa. Overall, in those 3 seasons, 508 carries for 2,779 yards. That is 5.5 yards per carry over his career, and 30 total touchdowns. He also added 29 catches out of the backfield for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's not a pass-catching guy, and we'll talk about that in a second. But first I want to get to his positives. Speed. The dude is very fast. He only ran a 4.57 at the combine, but he's been much faster than he tested. He runs faster on the field than he tested, so his numbers didn't blow us away at the combine, but overall the dude's very quick, and he's a home run hitter. He's one of those Chris Johnson type guys, and that's the guy I was thinking of. He's a little bigger and stockier and physically strong, but obviously not as fast as Chris Johnson. That dude is a record setter, but he's a home run hitting kind of guy. He can take the ball from the 30 or 40 yard line and go 60 or 70 yards. Dude was taking a lot of long runs. I would be surprised if he wasn't the leader in the FBS in the last 2 years in like 40, 50 yard runs. The dude's an absolute monster. And his speed gets better as he accelerates. It takes him a second to accelerate, but when he gets that ball, he goes. Once he makes a decision, he goes. What I like also about his acceleration is that it starts off with patience. The dude waits and finds a hole. He's not quite as slow in the patience as Le'Veon Bell. He's not quite masterful in that degree, but he's very patient in finding his hole. He can start off behind the line of scrimmage, have 2 guys in his face, make a cut, find somewhere to go, and then just go with it. So he has the patience to start off the run, and he gets faster as he goes and has the speed to finish the run. So dude is a home run hitter, but he doesn't just go one cut and go. He makes his decision, makes the right decision, and then takes off. I love both his speed and his patience. His vision, that goes along with the patience. The dude can really find the holes. I saw some tapes where he was getting really good blocks downfield and followed those blocks immediately and was very quick on the trigger on that. I saw some stuff where the line collapsed and he was behind the line and had to move around some guys and take a second and switch his lead foot, and he did those things well too. My favorite thing about him, contact balance. This dude, I'd be surprised if he didn't get more broken tackles than most anybody in college football as well. Dude was breaking tackles. He's got a spin move. He's got a juke move. He's very good in the open field, and he can finish off runs strong. He has that finishing style that I love so much about Javonte Williams a couple years ago, and I also love for Pittsburgh about Cam Scatterbo and guys like that. This guy can bounce off tacklers. Najee Harris got a lot of flack for going down too early in his first couple of years. Being, hitting the hole but then going down right away, and then the next 2 years it was okay, he's committing he's like staying up longer, but he's not committing to a hole. This guy will find the right hole and won't go down easy. This dude, he's about 215, about 6 foot tall, but he will go through and run guys over. This dude is fast and strong. That combination that I talked about with Harmon, this guy's got it too. The one negative that I'll say about him, he's not really a passing downs running back. He could be your 1A, and Jalen Warren or Kenneth Gainwell could come in and be the passing down guy, change of pace guy. Warren could be the passing down runner. Gainwell can be the passing down receiver. He's not really a passing downs kind of a running back because he doesn't block on passing downs very well. He's not a very good quarterback blitz pickup guy, and he's also not really a receiver. Again, 29 catches in 3 years for just 240. He's not really a receiving back, so he's got to work on that. But right now, as far as like rushing downs and things like that, he is really, really good for this team. The dude's got power, he's got strength, he's got vision, he's got many tools to be Pittsburgh's 1A or 1B, whatever they decide with Jalen Warren in his future. But I like Kaleb Johnson a lot, and when we got to the pick, and I had a chance to look at the guys that were left over and say, who would I pick if I had this pick? Kaleb Johnson was number one on my list, and they went with it. I want to give Omar Khan a lot of credit because over the past 3 years, they have always drafted for needs, and they have always gotten the best available player on their board for that need. They draft for needs, and they draft for talent and value, and they get great value out of a guy here, like I said, who could have been drafted 30 picks earlier, something like that. He could have easily gone 35, 36. To get him mid-third round and get a top 3 running back in this class, excellent steal. What do you guys think of Kaleb Johnson? Tell me in the comments down below. Who do you guys want in the 4th round? Maybe now it's time for a quarterback. If someone like Quinn Ewers, who's my pick for quarterback for us, or even Johnson or Shador happens to fall to us at our 4th pick, maybe that's the value for a quarterback. I don't love these guys. Ewers is the one that I think is decent. I don't love the rest of these guys. But to get him in the 4th round, when people were saying we should get him in the 1st round, I think 4th round is the right value. So who do you want for day 3? I'll bring you guys my day 3 results either tomorrow if I'm healed enough from the wedding or Monday. But I'll bring you guys the day 3 stuff soon. So tell me in the comments below if you like this pick and what you want for today's draft. And I will see you guys soon. Please like, share, and subscribe these, and go Steelers.